I was a new mum, living my best life with a little daughter.
Talk to me. Yeah.
POV is the scene. It's the best days of your life. Ice cream and sunbeams.
We did amazing things together, like travelling, going to the beach. I felt absolutely honoured to be her mum.
But I was standing here in the kitchen worrying about what was going to happen. I'm just thinking, what's my maternity leave going to be? Will I get ready? But now I just feel, I've gone through a lot and I'm still working through it, but mostly overall I feel peaceful. I've got my little baby girl here, gave birth to her. She's 5 months old now. She's doing really well. I'm starting back at a great job.
I was in my early 30s, just living my best life. I'm a real go-getter, meeting prime ministers, going to Parliament House, travelling to Italy, and then travelling to the Middle East, having a little dance in Oman. Nothing really fazed me. I lost a lot of weight and everyone kept telling me how good I looked. I thought it was because I was breastfeeding and a new mum.
I find it hard to get things done and I feel like my space here is a little bit messy. So I don't know, but I also feel like having some juice. Okay, well, let's try and just do a few. Just haven't been in the right headspace lately. So I just really need to work hard on getting into that right headspace if I can.
I also started having a lot less energy, which was different for me. I'm usually a 200% person. I got an x-ray at the dentist. My daughter was sick and I kept getting told it's daycare illness that I'm getting it as well. I kept working, kept pushing through, working full time, but I started having brain fog and things got harder. I kept going with life, enjoying things as they were, and eventually I got a chest x-ray to investigate things further because I wasn't getting better. It took 6 months and 10 GP visits and other various visits internationally to get my diagnosis.
And then I was worried. It is. I thought that I was feeling better this morning, but when I talked a little bit just now, I had my cough. Yeah, I feel overall a bit better. I feel like my headaches are not there, so I haven't taken any Nurofen for, probably not that amazing, but since late yesterday.
On the outside I looked really fit and good, I guess, but the scans showed a different picture. It showed that I had cancer.
I had a number of tests about this ongoing cough, like CT scans, x-rays, after a bunch of different medications, and now we're investigating further. Today I had sorry, my cough is always there at the moment. Today I had a CT scan of my abdomen and pelvis, and that came back clear, which is good. That was some good news in all of this craziness. But I have a biopsy and ultrasound on Monday of my neck. Apparently there's a bit of a lump. I don't even know, I haven't tried to what is this potential diagnosis? Fingers crossed everything's okay, and it still might be. And even if there is something challenging, there's still treatment, there's still options. But what do I want to achieve in this life, and what do I want for my family, and
We did modelling gigs in the middle of it all. This photo is from the official day I was diagnosed. Then we started our hospital journey and I started chemo, 8 rounds of ABVD, lots of different scans and getting used to the Canberra hospital. Chemo was very, very hard. I got it through an intravenous drip and it just made me feel absolutely not like myself. I was so exhausted, and I just want you to know, just because I wore it well doesn't mean it was easy. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, but I'm so incredibly grateful for the medicine we have in Australia and that I could get better. I started losing my hair. Some days I would dress up in pretty outfits and wear a wig, and other days I couldn't be bothered. My community rallied around me, like my brother-in-law who shaved his head in support of my journey. Thank you so much, Corey. You'll never know how much that actually meant to me. Together we were able to raise a lot of money for World's Greatest Shave and Rise Above, a local Canberra charity that supports people going through cancer with some of their expenses. And I was so lucky to have the support of my husband and my beautiful daughter. And my amazing friends. I don't have everyone pictured and there's so many I need to thank, but just know that those people that sent messages and reached out during this time, it meant everything to me.
Mwah. Kisses, Baba. Be with not too long.
I started to turn to advocacy and went to Parliament House with So Brave to share my story. I still had to go to the hospital and have checks in between, but I tried to show up like myself. I lost a lot of hair and I felt like I lost my identity. I started a new job where I wore a wig, and yeah, behind the scenes this is what I looked like though.
I get more selling cherry daughter. I get more selling cherry daughter. Labo, real labo.
Some days wigs really made me feel like myself again, but then other days I just felt like I was hiding something, but I was really bald underneath and I wanted to own that. Slowly but surely my hair started growing back and I was so excited. And by the way, did I mention in September I found out I was in remission and I could move on. But do you ever really move on after something like this? I don't know. I'm still struggling, and at the time of recording this, it's 6 months later. I still don't feel like my old self, and I don't feel like my new self, but I'm trying to figure it out. Thank you so much to everyone that's been here, that's followed along for the journey, that's liked a post or sent a message or said a prayer. I've felt it from afar, and I really appreciate it. Please take care of yourself if you're on a similar journey or supporting someone with cancer. I really understand to some degree what that's like now. Love you lots.